Hey, what's up? It's William from Rocket Zero and welcome to another Pixel art tutorial. In this video, we're going to be building Slipknot from Suicide Squad. Now, as you can see here, we have Captain Boomerang, Killer Croc, and Enchantress, which I'm really happy with how she turned out because she looks absolutely menacing. And then over here as well, we have Katana, we have El Diablo, Deadshot with the mask. I also made a version of him without a mask. And we have Harley Quinn herself, and the Joker. So we have a lot of Suicide Squad members. We only have one more to go after this guy, but first, we're making Slipknot. So, what do we need? Well, first we gotta say who he was designed by. Damn it! Hey, what's up? It's William from Rocket Zero, and welcome to another pixel art tutorial. In this video, we're gonna be building Slipknot from the movie Suicide Squad. Now, as you can see, I already built Captain Boomerang. We have Killer Croc, Enchantress, which she looks super cool with all the vines and everything. Really happy with how she turned out. Then we have Katana and El Diablo. We have Deadshot with the mask. I also built a version of him without the mask. And then Harley Quinn herself and the Joker. So feel free to go check out those videos if you want to build the rest of the Suicide Squad. But now we're making Slipknot. So he was designed by the Oleg. Description down below where you can find him. Go check him out. He's a really good friend of ours. So now what blocks do we need? Well, we need black wool, gray wool, light gray wool, yellow wool, white stained clay, stone, and polish andesite. So we're going to begin with 4 blocks of our gray wool, but we got to make sure that we're far enough away because this gun does stick out a lot. So we're going to begin with our 4 blocks of our gray wool. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to skip a space and we're going to do the same thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a row of black wool on top, a row of black wool on top, and then 2 black wools, 2 black wools. So those are going to be his shoes. And now we're going to grab our gray wool. We're going to place 1 block, and then a light gray wool, light gray wool, and then black wool, light gray, light gray. So those are going to be his socks, or I guess pants. Those are going to be his pants. And now we can grab our black wool, and we're going to place 3 blocks of that. So 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to grab our light gray wool, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 more block drooping down on the right like that. We need to place 1 light gray wool there. Now we are gonna grab his yellow because Slipknot, even though it's kind of lame, he's the master of ropes. But he's much more of anti-hero than that. Like, that's not just all he does. He doesn't just do ropes. He's a pretty cool character. So now we're gonna place 1, 2, and 3 more for his ropes. Which is such a lame weapon, but whatever. Now we're going to grab our gray wool and replace 1 block here, a black wool, and then a gray wool. And then right next to it, we're going to grab our yellow. And then starting in this little block right here, we're going to place 3 yellow wool. So 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to go down by 3 as well. 1, 2, 3. And then right here, we're going to place a black that we're going to delete later. But for now, just make sure you have that 1 black wool block there. Because we're going to place 2 yellow wools behind. And then we're going to place 1, 2. Now we can delete the black block. And right here, what we're going to do is that we're going to grab our black wool again. And we're going to place 1, 2, 3. That's going to be... Whoa, messed up. 1, 2, 3. There you go. That's going to be his little hand. Now we're going to grab our yellow wool again. And we're going to place 1, 2, 3. And then starting in the second block, or in the middle, I guess, because it's 3, we're going to go down by 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I really like how putting this couple blocks right there just gives it some depth. Like, it has a lot of rope in his hand. So there we go. Now we're going to need our light gray wool. We're going to place 1, 2, 3. And then gray wool on the right, gray wool on the left. Now, right here, we're going to place 3 gray wools, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to grab our black wool, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, and then 1 block right here, and a gray wool next to it. Then black wool, light gray, or I'm sorry, gray wool, and then a gray wool right on top of the hand here. So make sure you guys have this side finished for Slipknot. Now we're going to go back to this side and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, and then 1 in the middle. Gray wool here, and then black wool right here. Now we're going to work on his gun that you can see right there. It's going to look really cool. So we're going to start with that by grabbing a block of our wrong color, so we're going to use our light gray wool so we can attach a black wool next to it and then take it out. And then a gray wool. Now we're going to place 3 black wools for his hand. But first, I think this would be a good stopping point. Make sure you guys have this for your Slipknot character from the movie Suicide Squad before we move on any more in this video. Be a great time to hit pause and catch up just in case you missed a block. So, there we go. That should be enough time. Now we need our polish and the sight. For our polish and the sight, we're just going to place 3 blocks. Just like that. That's going to be like the trigger handle or whatnot for the gun. Now we're going to use our gray wool and we're going to place 2 blocks right here. And then a black wool next to these 2 gray blocks. We're going to grab 1 polish and the sight and place it on top of the black. And then we're going to place 3 stones like that. So that's the first part of the gun. Now we're going to grab our stone, which we already have in our hand, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1 here, and 2 more. Now we need to go back to our gray wool, because we got to place 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. Now we're going to grab our black, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the top here, we're going to grab 2 blocks of our polish andesite. Then we're going to switch it back up to our gray wool. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And then 3 stone. Oh, that's not stone. It needs to be 3 stone blocks. So make sure that's what his gun looks like. And then we can move on to the rest of Slipknot, which is, he just requires a face and his like dreadlocks. Yeah, that's what that's called. I don't have dreadlocks, so I forget what it was called. So 1, 2, and 3. Make sure you have those 3 blocks for our neck behind it. And actually, I'm sorry, they need to be made out of black wool. There we go. Now for his face, we're going to use our white stained clay, and we're going to place 1 block here. And then we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4 to this side. And then we're going to add 4 to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to do another row, but this time it's going to stick out 1 block to the right and 1 block to the left. Awesome. And now starting right here, we need to go up by 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same thing on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We can now grab our gray wool, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, a light gray wool. Then we're going to grab 3 white stained clays to separate the eyes. And we're going to do the same thing for this eye. We're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, and then 1 light gray wool. Now we're going to grab our white stained clay and we're going to connect the things on the top together and then just fill this part in for our Slipknot character. Now what we're going to do next is that right here, right above the eyes, we're going to place 1, 2, and 3. Then 3 black wools and 3 white stained clays. Now we're going to start with his hair, and for his hair we're going to grab our black wool, and starting right here on the top block of his eye, so you can see right there, we're going to go up by 4. So 1, or I guess 2, 3, and 4. Same thing on this side. Remember, starting in this height, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now we're going to go up by 3 blocks right here. So 1, 2, 3. Same thing on this side. 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to go up by 3 again. So 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2. Yellow wool. This time we're going to go up by 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or actually, no. Sorry about that. That one just needs to be 4. It is too late for me to be making pixel art. But then we're going to place 1 more yellow wool at this height, as you can see. And then we are going to place, once again, 2 black wools on the bottom. And then next to it, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then again, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to place 2 black wools and a yellow. And then 1, 2, 3. Now, as you can tell, he has those, like, dreadlocks or cornrows or whatever you call them running on down the back of his head. So that's what we're going to do. But for that, we need to start with some ears. So we're going to grab our white stained clay. And we're going to place 1, 2, 3, just like that. And then attaching it to the ear, we're going to place a black wool. Then a yellow wool. Then we're going to go behind. We're going to place 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to move towards the front. And we're going to place 2 yellows. Take this one out. And then below this yellow, we're going to place 2 black wools. Then we're going to place a light gray stain and then a black, so you can just remove that block. Doesn't have to be light gray. Any block you want, because we're going to delete it anyhow. Now we're going to go back to this side and we're going to give him an ear. So 1, 2, 3. Then right below it, we're going to place a black wool and then a yellow. Next to the yellow, we need to go 1, 2, and 3. And then 2 yellows and delete that. And then below the yellow, 2 black. So we're not done just yet, because as you can tell, his hair looks a little bit different than that guy, just so it gives it a little bit better detail, because I really like how some blocks fade in and some are back. So that's what we're going to do here. So we got to pay attention for this. We're going to move behind our Slipknot. And we're going to place 2 black wools here. And then we're going to take the 2 in the front. Same thing for this guy. 2 in the front. Take this one out. And then right above this 4, or just 4 blocks or a black wool, we're going to place 2 yellows. So take that one out on the bottom. Same thing here. Take this one out. So make sure you guys have this so far, and then we only got to do 2 more things, and we're out of this video. So now this little part right here needs to be stretched back. So we got to place 1 black wool below that, or I mean behind it, and then delete the one in front of it. Just like that. And now let's go do it here as well. And there we go. That's it, guys. We have finished building Slipknot from Suicide Squad. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date with all our newest videos. And like I said before, if you want to build any of the other Suicide Squad members, feel free to look down in our recent videos and you can find them there. So thank you so much for watching. This was William from Rocket Zero. Tell your friends about us, and we'll see you next time.